Okay, I need to see who in God's name. Welcome in, everybody. I gotta see who's all here first. Sorry, I got wrapped up making coffee and yeah, it took a little bit longer than I expected. MJ, that was you. Okay. Welcome in, my friend Bill Overbot. Welcome in, my friend. I'm printing your right now on the Solvo is the is your lamb. We're printing your lamb today. I took it up to 120%. Anyway, so yeah, that. All right. So I don't have audio in my earbuds, right? My start intro audio. I don't have it in here. All I have is the buttons and then the music that we listen to while I stream. So I'm in the kitchen making coffee, completely silent, and all of a sudden that goat scream comes flying through my ears. Scared the crap out of me. So there's your jump scare for the day. It wasn't on camera, unfortunately. It was me and no, it's all good. It's all good. I just started laughing. That's usually something that Bill Everbot would do. But then I heard his SpongeBob, and I was like, yeah, there he is. Jim, welcome in, my friend. Yeah, it's usually Builderbot, usually the one that does that. So, just let you guys know, if you guys kind of go back and look at my VODs and my clips, I deleted them all last night. This is being recorded again. That's all we're going to say about that. So the VODs will all still, from today on, will be there. But all the way up to last night, they're gone. What was I doing? I'm still riled up from that. Yeah, it's usually Builderbot. It's usually the one that gets me. Because all the stuff here, all the buttons and everything, the changing the lights and all that, that can be done while I'm off stream. Yes, we do have to do housekeeping. Yep. You can change these lights on a stream, of course. You can also change these lights while I'm not streaming. You can play with the buttons while I'm not streaming. I leave my PC on 24 hours a day. So there's many a times where I'll be laying in bed sleeping or no, dozing off or whatever, and or I'm yeah. I want you to ask Bill Everbot about that stuff. I'll be out cleaning the house, or doing something, not here in my room, and then all of a sudden I'll hear SpongeBob go running across, coming across the speakers, or I'll be sitting here working on something completely off stream. I'll be working, designing, doing something, and then all of a sudden I'll have SpongeBob go running across my screens. So yeah, they're all there for you guys to play with. That's why I keep them at like 5 points, right? We are going to have some. We're going to have some other buttons here, but they're going to be some very big ticket items, though. So that's. I am going to give you guys the. I'm going to give you guys the chance to set off the air raid siren. That one didn't work for you, did it? Some of them are my buttons. For some reason, my buttons are all messed up. I completely rebuilt the whole entire system, and since I did that, I removed a bunch of buttons because they were just taking up too much of the stream. Like I had buttons where on like the squirrel dances. I named that one after Courageous Spread, right? I had to take that down. I'll probably bring it back up and we'll maybe do like a little window for it or something like that. But it was a full blown, like took out the entire screen for like 30, 40 seconds. And no, we got to be mindful of others. I have no problem with it. I personally have no problem. I think it's funny, but we got to be mindful of others, The ones I do leave up there, they're little short ones. But yeah. Wonder why that, as I was saying, some of my buttons have stopped working. I don't know what it is. I think I need to wipe out LumaStream and reinstall it. But I will get that redemption for you here. So how is everybody doing today? I said hi to you, Jim, didn't I? Yeah, I'm not too...
Imagination.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's I'm not really too... I know I'll miss redemptions from here and there. I'm not really, to be honest, I'm not really too... they're not really priority. Because I keep them at 5 points a piece. Most people have them at like 500 or whatever and up. They're 5 points a piece. So, a little give and take, right? Grass is growing from what you're told. upgrade shipping keeps getting pushed back. Listen to this. I was checking my email today when I got home, and I got an email from Creality, and it said your package is shipped. I'm like, package is shipped? I didn't order anything. I'm still paying off the other stuff I have. And I opened it up, and it gave me a tracking number, shipment number, and everything else. So I clicked on the tracking number to see what it was, and it was through FedEx, and FedEx picked the package up. It's on its way here. It's going to be a couple days, but it's on its way here. So I'm like, what the heck is this? Go back through, and I finally track it down through the Creality app. There is another. They are sending one of these a whole nother CRM4 to me, a whole new one. I did not order anything from them. I looked at the order date. The order date was from a year ago. There's nothing in my records of me ordering one. I know I didn't order one. I know that because I'm still paying off. No, I still got like 2 or 3 more payments on the one I have now. And I would not have ordered 2 of them. No way. So I was thinking, I'm thinking maybe I checked the numbers on it. The numbers are different, but the shipping number is the same. The shipping number and the pre-order date is the same. So I'm thinking they made a mistake. I'm hoping that maybe I don't know if they'll catch it in time. So we'll find out here in the next couple of days to see if it actually shows up or if they caught their mistake. At first I thought it's like, well, because I've complained so much put work order tickets in, complained to them so much about this printer down here, and I was thinking, well, maybe they finally decide just to send me one. But if it comes here, if it does show up here, I'm gonna call them and say, hey, listen, you sent this one to me by accident. I didn't order it. I wasn't charged or anything for it. I'll send you back the old one that I have problems with, and I'll keep the new one. So we'll see what happens. And most likely it's going to get caught. It'll end up probably getting caught. But if it doesn't, we'll just swap them out. And obviously I'll tell them about it. I'll be in contact with them about it because I don't want to know. I'm just not like that. But anyway, how's everybody doing today? Thursday? It's Thursday. Everything's so messed up on my times. We'll get some music going. Well, I need to change this. On the Solvo right now, we have the... I'll switch to that while I'm getting this changed. And I'll show you what I jumped on stream real quick and I didn't get all of my... see, I need to do my properties here. Get on the right channel here so you can hear what I'm hearing. Royalty free. Yep, that's my... Yep, there we go. We're doing a laid back mood today. He ordered it and forgot about it. I haven't... No, I know what I ordered here with this one. That CRM4, I bought it when it first came out. It was a pre-order, and then when they finally released it, like a month or 2 later, when they released it, it took me I think it was like 2 or 3 months to from pre-ordering it to now, or to receiving it. It took like 2 to 3 months for it. As the same way with the. Actually, that was the same way with both of these 2 printers. The K1 Max was a pre-order. I ordered that before it was out, and it was released, but they weren't shipping yet. And same thing with the P1S. I ordered both of them when they're pre-orders. So yes, let's switch real quick. What we're going to do today? I got my radio. This is what I was waiting for. This came in today, or this came in last night. This is pretty cool. I'll talk about this real briefly. Those of you who don't know, I am a ham operator. This is a multi-band. It's basically Yeah, I know, right, Builderbot? You know, the messed up thing about that is I've been wanting to make a huge printer. Um, my idea was I don't know how well this is going to work, but my idea was to take the parts out of the Ender 3 that I removed all because I completely replaced all the electronics in it for the Core XY conversion, and I thought about get that value turned down for myself. I thought about taking the board, the servos, all the parts, and just ordering like 1,000 millimeter aluminum extrusion and put it together and have this big. No, I don't know what I do with the hot plate. Actually, I don't know how to do a hot plate on that, but I'm sure we can figure it out. But I thought about doing that. Of course, we'd have to replace the components, but basically, we're just gonna no. Basically, it would take and convert an Ender 3 into like this massive thing. Oh yeah, I tell you what, I had the privilege to see the black box in person. Chris's black boxer, and that is an impressive machine to watch that change, watch it print and everything else. It's quite that's quite an impressive machine that he did there. Let's open up. Actually, no, I need to check something. I have some people lurking that might have a problem with. It's all outside stream, so we're good. Just want to make sure I get that captured. Okay, so Builderbot. That's what we're looking for. We're pulling up things. Now, last week. Yeah, that's we're gonna pull it up what we're printing right now. I got way too much. Printing Builderbot's sheep, the Bob sheep I think it's called, or that's what the file's called anyway. So let me get this pulled up here. Come on. Computer's being really slow today. You don't have space issues, right? Yeah, you definitely don't have space issues. Okay, hopefully that we can close. This is what I'm printing out today. Oh, I didn't even like it. I downloaded but didn't even like it. Sheep fidget. I think my son will like this. We're doing it in black. I'm trying to filament right now that I'm trying to get dialed in. I paid like $9 a roll for this stuff, and I ordered 10 rolls of it, and I got that back. I think around Christmas, I think it was. Oh, here, I'll tell you what. Here, I'll send you the link to him. It's him and his wife do this. He's here in chat. He's one of the sponsors. He's one of the sponsors of my channel. So I'll definitely get this link posted. And there, we'll pin that. And my streaming bots are welcoming myself in. So we'll pin that. There we go. Oh yeah, no. I tell you what, I've printed quite a few of the print in place and these articulated stuff. And one of the best that I've come across is Builderobot's stuff. Him and his wife do amazing work, and Yeah, yeah, they do. They do a lot of it. I don't have. My son took most of them with him to his mother's and to school and stuff. But the trees, I did a couple of the trees for some family and stuff. But yeah, the stuff that they make, that they design, is rock solid. I mean, it's gone through like just pounding and pounding and pounding on things, and it's rock solid. But yeah, awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. This one actually, we'll go into this one because I did print this one right here. Yeah, that's the one I printed right there. That one's mine. I can't remember what filament that I used for that. It was the Capricorn's Capricorn's filament. Yeah, this is the filament that I used for this dragon. This is their Nibularium. Oh, I'll have to keep an eye on that. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at keeping up with what people are posting. I really do. I get some notifications and I'll jump in and look, but I'm terrible at no. I'm so wrapped up in making my own stuff. But when I do go in there, I'm amazed at what they create, what Build Robot, what they create, and what others have created. It just amazes me. I couldn't do that. I've tried. I've tried doing that. This type of stuff. Nope. I can't do that. I can't. That is not my way. It's not my thing. So yeah. So today, well, let's go over this radio real quick. This is what I was waiting for. This is what when I was going to stream yesterday when I was running out of time. Yeah, I know. I can't. It's just morals. I mean, morals. It's okay for you to say it if you have that type of healthy relationship, but for a stranger to say it, I can't say it. I can't say it to a stranger. So this is the what is this? The TD H3 TID TID radio. So I got a bunch of those little Baofangs, whatever you want to call them. This is a 2 meter and 77 meter ham radio. But this one comes with an airband, so I can actually listen to airplanes in my local airport and everything else. And it's a scanner and a bunch of little stuff. So this is like basically an upgraded model. It's a completely different company. I've never had this before. This just came in. You can pick these up for around 40, 45 bucks. Dog. I had a bunch of credits saved up and stuff, and I was able to get this for about 15 bucks. The reason why I got this, well, for the airband, for one, but the reason why I got this is my son's really into trains, right? So we like to go and watch the trains, and those little Baofangs things, they just can't do it too well. So I got one of these. NJ, thank you for the sub. There was supposed to be audio on that plane, but it doesn't. One of these days I'll go through and get it fixed. I'm more focused on talking to you guys than fixing audio and stuff. But I'll get it. I'll get it there someday. But yeah, this is we're gonna listen to some trains. I actually have it tuned. Tuned right now on for my local. Ian Douglas, welcome in. How are you doing, my friend? I got it tuned right now to Norfolk Southern for my area. The two frequencies. I took this in the truck this last night, and within range of hearing for the horseshoe curve, the world's famous horseshoe curve. If you guys know about that, it's just this big curve in the mountains. But I was listening to the trains going up and down it, and I can remotely pick it up. I definitely need to have an antenna out on my roof, which I do have several antennas for my other radios out there. So I'll have to get in there and check it out. But it's a pretty cool little radio. I know TechCheaper would really like this. I don't know if he has one or not. It's fairly new. I'm not sure when it came out, but it's very, very recent. There's a bunch of reviews going out now, and I'm finding the reviews to be anywhere from a week or so old to about a month or two old, from what I've found. But I don't really know what the release is. Ian Douglas, how are you today, my friend? Hope you're having a great day. So, let's get into some designing here. It's a hobby thing. Yep. I'm doing good so far. That's great. It's cold here. I had to go out and buy. I was praying. Well, I wasn't really praying, but I was hoping that I had that I was done using my heaters, my wood burner, but it's supposed to drop down to like 25 degrees tonight, so I had to stop and get some more wood pellets. But then next week it's supposed to start coming back up. Ah, the love of the Northeast. So we have the sheep printing on the IDEX right now. Yes, I know my bed is just filth. I went and grabbed a rag real quick to clean it off, and all the old glue stuck. That's the first I've used glue on that bed. And it all stuck, and I said, the heck with it, I'll just send it anyway. I printed this nozzle, what we talked about yesterday, the rocket nozzle. I printed it. I wanted to see how, this is the size it's going to be, okay? I wanted to see how well this would print with a jacket on the inside for the water to come through, so we can water cool this. We definitely need to make this hole a little bit bigger for the injection, for the water injection. But it printed very, very well. I was surprised. I was thinking I was going to have some issues with the way it curved, but let's bring this back up again. Yeah, so there it is. That's what I printed. We do have to adjust it. This isn't the final version for this part of it, but we need to hollow this out because this is definitely going to light on fire and burn. That's definitely gonna burn up here. The whole thing's gonna burn, right? But I'm trying to add time now, trying to reduce the heat from injecting water in through here. Now water's only gonna be around the nozzle, and we need to have some water up here on top around the combustion chamber itself. What's saying? Welcome in. How are you doing today? Okay. There you are. Gotcha. Okay, so the arrow. This is what I got on the arrow. I'm still, you know what? I wonder if it came into mail today, because it was shipped out a little early. Let me check to see if it actually came into mail yet. My little control board, what we talked about yesterday, it shipped 2 days ago. So let me check to see if it came. No, it showed up in Pittsburgh at 8 o'clock this morning, so. Doing well. So, what we got here? We'll get back to this here at a later stream. I got to get some things figured out. We got to get some this whole top section figured out, and we got to figure out how to inject the kerosene into it under pressure. As well as, well, we might use butane actually. Butane's already under pressure, so we can use that. We can use a compressor, we'll do a compressor like this, okay? we'll do one of these compressors. But I might resin print this. I might resin print the compressor, so we can get a much tighter tolerance. Because we really need to pack that air in. So it's going to be interesting to see what we can come up with this. But anyway, today's stream is just going to be me working on this arrow. This is going to be a light box, but I want to make the letters removable. Now, I know we've discussed about using one of those Cricuts. I know somebody that has a Cricut I could probably use, but not everybody. No, this is definitely going to be up. We'll switch to the screen here. This is definitely going to be up on the up on things. This will be released. And I got an ad going on. I did not realize that. But anyway, this will be released, and I want to make sure that it's printable for everybody. So I gotta find out where my little thingy just went. I lost my I just had it here. I lost my little LED. Anyway, everybody's back. These are 10mm LEDs that we're using in here. They're addressable LEDs. Don't know what happened to it. It was just here on my desk. Who knows, right? Who knows? Anyway, they're little LEDs that we're going to be using. I'm sure you can use other. They're not. You might be able to use a strip and cut them up. But they're little button LEDs. I'll have to find it for another stream. Maybe I'll put it in here. I have a whole pack of them in a box out in my storage. They're 10mm, okay? They're little 10mm round discs. And they're a single little addressable LED. Cruising Girl, welcome in. How are you doing today? What just happened here? So again, those of you that are new here, you can bang commands, and that will give you. Well, that's not how you spell it. You can bang commands. That link will take you to all the little shenanigans you can do with these lights and everything else. Yeah, not sure what happened to that little LED. I just had it here. Who knows what it did with it? But yeah, let's get working on the. Let's get working on this light box. So my idea with this light box and for the lettering is to 3D print the lettering, so you can just plug them into the. So you can just plug them into the board, because this is one of those advertising signs, you know, those arrow signs. That's what this is that you see out in front of stores. You know, I don't even know if they probably do make them, but you still see them. You see these mostly at like antique stores or something like that. Yeah, I know exactly. It probably grew legs and I didn't put it in my pocket, did I? I just had it here. Yeah, I just had it here because I was measuring it. I don't know where it went to. I have no idea. They come in like a pack of 100, I think. But they're just these little. They're just these little little button LEDs. Here they are. Yeah, it's these little guys right here. They come in a pack of 100. They are. Does it give the dimensions? They're 10 millimeters. They're just shy of 10 millimeters. They're like 9.7 or 9.8. So that's what they are. Oh, yeah, yeah. I've done that many a times. Done that many a times, looking for something and no, it's in my pocket or something. But anyway, so that's what I got here with these holes. That's where the LEDs are going to go. Now, I think I'm going to do this all in red to have like that old look to it. Because you see a lot of them in reds and yellows. You don't see them really too often in black, but I'm going to do all the printing in red. I showed the, which I lost. I misplaced that too. I'm not organized today, am I? Oh, here it is. So this is the cob lights that we're going to use for the inside to light up the sign. And all these little circles you see here are the little where the little LEDs are going to go. I'll be right back. Okay, had a cough. The idea is to put the LEDs in the circle. There's a wall around the circle, and so the LEDs won't wash onto other ones, and then do a transparent filament for the little bulbs to go through. So the LEDs will light up the transparent filament on the other side. I think that will look pretty neat. We'll be able to do the bulbs. But I do have, I'll show you the picture of the outline that I did. So this is what I'm doing here. We still need to figure out what to do for the legs. I think I might change the legs around a little bit. This is going to print in, let's see here, how many would be, maybe 5 this year. We're going to have the arrow. We'll have the plate for the arrow, so there's 2. We're going to have the body, 3, the inside diffuser, and then the outside diffuser, and then the legs. So there's going to be like 6 main prints, 6 parts that you're going to have to print. That's not counting the letters. The letters are going to be 3D printed with a little tab in the back that will pop in. So we got to play around with that. I'm not really sure the approach on that part yet. But let's work on this. Let's try to get this work done. I want to get this done. I think I kind of like the idea of this. I got to get the. I was hoping I'd get that microcontroller in quicker, but it looks like it's not going to be here till tomorrow, which is okay. Sounds like some kind of polka music. I don't know what this is. Interesting. Interesting music today. One thing I'm concerned about is if we cut this down, if it's going to cause a problem with the lighting. We got to figure out how to power this too, because we got to power the microcontroller. Because with the microcontroller, I was thinking about putting a button in the back, adding a button to it, so you can cycle through different modes for the lights. Because the sign itself is going to be white. It's going to be a solid white, and I can't remember how much memory the Beetle has. I can't remember how much memory it has. But I think we'd be able to get like 3 or 4 different patterns for the addressable LEDs. This is actually the front. Yeah, that is the front. So let's start off with, I got it flipped around. I'm going to start here. This is going to be the diffuser. Yeah, it's the size of the what I say, just short of the entire thing. This entire thing will fit on the bamboo build plate, which is what, 256. Let's see what that would be. So we're looking at about 200 by about maybe 180, somewhere around. No, just ballpark, right? So it's going to take up the entire build plate, not the full build plate, but it's going to take up probably a good, no, at least 90% of the build plate. So that will be pretty good size. I don't know why I canceled that. I could have just used that. I want to make sure I'm not in. Okay, we're good. Good for that. Oh, I forgot to move my plane. Ah, that's all right. This is the diffuser. This is going to be... I think 2 millimeters would be good. Nah, let's take it down to one millimeter. We'll do 1 millimeter. Actually, you know what? Let's take it at 1.2. Since we're doing a 4 millimeter 0.4 nozzle, let's do it 1.2. Do that as a new body. Let's move this body and put it in place. The only purpose of this is running for village idiot. And that will just be like just glued into place. I gotta figure out where to put that microcontroller. I mean, we can put it up against the wall and everything else, but probably from off the side, I guess. I wonder if they have a. Let's see if they have the Beetle microcontroller in here and GrabCAD. No CADs found on it. Okay, let's try that. Oh, wait a minute. I think they do, actually. Was that it? Where did it go? That's not an the Beetle ESP32. No, that's not it. I want to see if we can print some of this stuff that's in here. There's some pretty cool stuff in this, in GrabCAD. So that's the Beetle, but that's the ESP32 version, and I'm pretty sure that's not an ESP32 that I have. No, that's not the same. That's not the same at all. I think, what is the measurements on that? Let me check to see the measurements on that. Beetle microcontroller. This is what we are using for this project right here. That's what we're using. And request free CAD models. Huh. Interesting. You've seen a lot of that lately, right? You've seen a bunch of things like that. See here, it gives you the dimensions. 20 millimeters by 22 millimeters. Okay, so we can do that. It doesn't give me a height or anything, but I can just go off what I have here. Because I already used this for the lighting on my autonomous quadcopter. All right, so we'll say 8 to be on the safe side. It was measuring 7, but it's a little off, so we'll say 8 for the safe side. So we can make a 20 by 22 by 8. And play around with that. And then we'll just extrude this 8 millimeters. So that's the package that we have. So we obviously cannot lay it flat, or no, it would be on this side. We cannot lay it flat down here on the bottom where I originally wanted it, but we can put it up against the backing here. So that will work. That will work if we put it up against the backing. Okay, excuse me for a minute. Okay. So, let's do the wavy part. Let's do that. Let's do the wavy part while I figure out how to do the lighting, because we got to figure out how to run the wires as well. I wonder how we can probably print a 2 millimeter. Two millimeter might be too big, actually. If we do 4, 4, and 4, we can do... I'm trying to think of... Yeah, we can probably do... That might work. So if we do 1.2... Actually, let's take it to 1.5. Because each one is what? How do I have... What do I have here as far as increments? I think these are set to 5. Yes, they're 0.5. So let's do... Let's do 1 millimeter. I need to print a grid. If we come down... If we come down 3 millimeters, how much is that going to give us on depth? That actually might work. So I want to do print slots, and then we can push the numbers into those slots. That's what I'm trying to achieve here. We can probably go 4 millimeters, but we'll come over 1. Do we want to do 2 millimeters? Yeah, we'll do, actually, we probably should only do 1 millimeter. I want to keep this uniform as much as possible. We'll come over 2 and see, we'll do a test print of it, see what it does. And we're going to come down 4 millimeters. Whoa. I'm thinking about this all wrong. That would actually, that would not be that would not work. I am thinking of this all wrong. I don't know how this is going, this is going to work. So the problem that I'm seeing here is if we do a this is what, 2 millimeter thick by 4 millimeter thick, we're not going to have that much light go through this. If we print it like this, we need to have a backing, and I'll just bring it there for now. But my idea was, what, 2 millimeters? Basically, that's my idea right there, okay? And then just multiply this the whole way. But the problem with this that I see is this is going to be way too thick. It's not going to be uniform. We're going to like completely see shadows and everything else on there. So we need to make this bigger. We definitely need to make this bigger. Let's get rid of this. And if we go, cancel that. So if we do, let's get rid of this. Well, I think I went the wrong direction on that. Do that. Oh, I did not want to do that. This is going to be interesting to figure out. What I need to do is I need to print a little test section of it. That's what I need to do. Why don't we do that? Why don't we print? We can do that right now, actually. Let's get a sketch. And we will do up a grid. And see how well this idea is going to work. So that's the one idea right there, and that's a millimeter. So let's do that. Let's finish this sketch. Let's extrude this. Random Tinkerer, welcome in, my friend. How are you doing today? Let's do a test print of this. My PC's all choppy today for some reason. I still can't figure out where that cream puffs and Twinkle Toast is coming from. And it didn't crash, did it? Yeah, I think what I need to do... Zombie Hedgehog, welcome in, my friend. I think what I need to do is just cut off Lumia Stream and completely rebuild Lumia Stream. How are you doing today? It's a nice build you got going on there. I was in your stream last night. No, not last night. Night before. I was in there lurking, listening while I was getting some other stuff done. I need to clean this build plate like properly, but we'll just do this as a test today. It's completely borked. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know why, like, no, the Windows crashing is supposed to work, but it's all messed up. So I got different options to use here for the. I'm going to use the Polyterra. They're white. I think it's cotton white. I think it is. We're going to use that to test print this, but we could use clear PETG for the front of this. Since we're having a backing behind it, we can use clear PETG for the front. That might work. That will definitely allow the light to go through. There's also, I find that the Hyper PLA from Creality is awesome at letting light through. This is, you're probably not going to see it. I'm not. Well, I can use my phone actually. Staying busy, my friend, huh? Yeah. Why is not? Cannot turn your flashlight on. Okay. So yeah, this is, I think this is like 3 layers, but this is Creality's Hyper PLA, and it works awesome for as a light diffuser. It works awesome to lets plenty of light going through. So that's what we're going to use for the diffuser. So let's get this plate sliced. Let's print it in PETG actually. We'll print in PETG. We'll print it in clear PETG and see what it does. Because if you actually look at the signs, they do have a clear plexi front to them. So that is a possibility. I got way too many things opened up right now. That's the new project right here. That we're going to be doing soon. Once we test the once we get this all fired up and test this out and see what this does. We're going to be running probably butane through it. Actually, the more I think about it, we're probably going to run butane through this. But yeah, once this is up and running, yeah. Well, what I got up there on the screen right there, that's going to be a liquid rocket. I actually started. I have it printed. It printed it last night. This is just the brainstorming part of it. But this is going to be interesting to see what happens with this. I do have a problem, which when I was putting it together, we had to redesign the propellers. I am getting blowback out through here, which I figured was going to happen. So I am getting blowback out here through the sides. So we're going to have to put a proper turbine on it. But yeah, that's going to be interesting to see what happens. Hopefully here next weekend we'll be able to, it'll be warm out and we'll be able to set that off. But this, what you see here, I was mentioning it earlier in chat, and we worked on this a little bit yesterday. This is just a brainstorming part of it, but this is a liquid rocket, 3D printed. This is a test print. This is the size it's going to be. But what you see here, these cavities, this is actually hollow inside. The reason you see the nozzles on the inside of this is because this is a water jacket. So we have 2 ports here. One's for the inlet and one's for the outlet. We're actually going to pump chilled water through it to try to get it from stop burning. Do you ever take a water bottle and you can put it in fire, or you can put a heat source up against it, and it will not melt. The plastic that has at the water level, it will not melt. That's the idea that I'm shooting for this. Of course, once it gets to a certain temperature, then it's going to melt. Flames are right on it. It's going to melt. But I'm going to try to slow it down a little bit to at least get something out of it, instead of just going up in a big ball of flames. So, yeah, This is going to use pressurized butane, but I'm also thinking about using pressurized kerosene. I've got to figure out how to do that, and we need to compress the air. I found liquid oxygen. I can get my hands on liquid oxygen, and I thought about doing that as well, making two pressurized chambers inside of the rocket, just little small ones, right? Because no, it's just got to be a little small thing. One for kerosene and the other one for liquid oxygen. But the issue I have is trying to figure out how to keep them sealed until we actually light the thing. I'm not really sure. Like, mechanically, I know how to do it, but I don't know how we would do it to be able to be 3D printed. No, we'd actually have to have some kind of valve or something in there. Do you need to modify the jet sizes for the different fuels? Do you mean up here? Are these jets are up here? Because those were just put up there just to kind of do a demonstration. I mean, definitely the kerosene needs to be a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to look further into that. That's something I really don't know. You would think. I don't know. Yeah, good luck is right. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Thank you for the look, my friend. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to get into that. We'll have to trial and error. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be all trial and error. Something's going to happen, and things going to either explode or take off like a rocket, like it's supposed to be. Well, it'll be tethered down because I don't want that thing flying all over the place. So, my idea of getting around those little pressure chambers, I'd love to be able to do the pressure chamber thing. That would be the coolest thing ever. But we'd have to make it a bigger rocket to be able to put. Yeah, there'd be a bunch involved in it, and I'm trying to keep this as light as possible, as far as making it all workable. I don't want to get too complicated because it's plastic overall. It's going to melt. Let's check out see how the. Oh, that's almost done. Look at that. Where'd my controls go? Wrong way. Camera's upside down. Well, at least the controls are for it anyway. So I'm testing out a new setting with this filament. This filament, I got to be honest with you, this filament for me, for what I've used so far, this is the Hello 3D, something like that. Halo 3D. It was like $9 a roll. I can see a line in it right now, but I changed it up a little bit. I had just a problem printing with this stuff. I did some changes on here, so we're testing this out. We're testing out on the black sheep there. So we got that printing. Let's see what is going on here with this. I think we're going to end up, to be honest with you, yes. Okay, so welcome in. How are you doing today? Yeah, the weird E thing is a test print. It's going to be the grid work that's going to hold the letters in on the for the sign. Instead of having the letters cut out as stickers and laminated, Not everybody has access to that, so this is going to be 3D printed. The weird E thing is going to hold the. You're going to be able to clip the letters into that. Royal Nomi. Well, that might have been loud, wasn't it? Went up to the red. I don't have my gate turned on. Sorry about that. Royal Nomi, how are you doing, my friend? You were just a streamer last night, weren't you? Every time I turn around, it's like, wow. Yeah, glad for you. I'm happy for you. Getting that juices back in, right? Getting back in there. It's like you're on here. You're good today. That's awesome. That is awesome. We're brainstorming. I'm thinking of something. So we got the sign, right? We got the sign. I'm trying to figure out how to model up the grid so we can put the letters on it. That's what we're doing right now. We have Builder Robots, the sheep printing right now on the IDEX, which you're not be able to see. Why is that? Yeah, it's up in that corner. So that's almost done. Actually, I'm surprised. I took it up to 120%. But the sign that we are working on here right now, I'm trying to. You see this little waviness here? That's what we're trying to achieve. Trying to figure out the best approach to it, because these signs, you can see along here this little line, and there's one here. The way these signs are, these letters are on plexiglass or acrylic, and then it's like a laminate. Is it laminate? I can't remember what it's called. The letters are either painted on or they're just a laminate over top of it, and then you slide the letters in from the side, and these horizontal lines you see here are real thin sheets of plexiglass, and it's like a channel, and that's what holds them. That's what holds them in place. We did speak about getting these letters cut out from like one of those Cricut cutters, but not everybody has access to this. And when I put this up on Fangs, I want to make sure everybody is able, that has a 3D printer, is going to be able to print this, even if you're going to be able to put the lights in it or not. Because I'm using specialized lights, which you can pick these up. I'll link all this stuff when I post it. But I'm using these to mimic the fluorescent tubes that are inside of it, and I lost my LED, but my low LED button LED, which are available on Amazon as well for it, and then the microcontroller. So that's what we're trying to do. We got the test print right now on the Bamboo. We're testing out this little guy to see how well this prints. Because that's 1 millimeter spacing. I've printed stuff like this before. With the conductive filament, a lot of the capacitors I 3D printed, the hydrogen generator that I 3D printed, I did small like this, so I know it does work. But in order for it to be consistent, so this is a pretty big piece that well, it's something like that. So the sign's gonna be fairly large. We should make a letter. We should make a letter here, and print that. And see if that will actually. Let's do. Because I gotta figure out how we're gonna do things like the letter A. How am I gonna do the letter A on that? If we're gonna have vertical lines, that might not work. I might have to. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, to get the letters to snap on. Oh, do you mean... Wonder how well we can print a groove. Will we be able to print a groove? So if we're running this vertically, my idea was to run a vertical line here to snap on. But you know, if we do something like, well, yeah, that's what we're doing. There's gonna be a little peg. There's gonna be like a long peg in the back, but like the letter A. You know, I'm not gonna be able to do that. We could try. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of work, but it's okay because I like the idea and I really want to get this up there. So what if we do okay? We'll finish this sketch. We'll try the, I think I know where you're going with little pegs approach. We'll take that down to 2 millimeters. Because there's another way I just thought of, another thing that I just thought of that we could try. Let's get the body out of here. So if we put little pegs on the back here. Oh, that's some plastics. Do a 1 millimeter peg right there. We'd have to make sure that we're a millimeter. How far apart are these? Let's move this. Oh, I'm still in sketch. I can't move that yet. So that looks center right there. Okay, so that's center. Let's go back into that. No, don't need that. Back into the sketch. Why didn't that move? Oh, there it's moved. Okay. Okay, so let's put one here in the center and one up on top, shall we? Sketch it right here. We definitely need to millimeter. Okay, so the middle is probably do a square, huh? Let's do a square. And we have to accommodate for squishiness. We'll do 1 millimeter. We'll see what 1 millimeter does. Then we'll do another one up top here, right? And then extrude these and we'll print this and see what it does. I'm curious about that. That might actually work. That actually might work. Okay, so here is the that little piece. That's not going to show up. Let's do the overhead. You know what? I bet you this clear Petchy is actually going to. I bet you that work. Yeah, we need enough just for it to go in there. That's not going to focus. Focus. That's not going to focus. Anyway, so yes, that's like a little weird looking E. That actually might work that way. It seems to let enough light through. Might be a little too much in depth. But that seems to let enough light through. I think actually that will work. Putting it in a clear. It's a little too small to be hold on to. When I dropped it. I have dropped it and I found it. Okay, so wow, that A is going to be small. Let's print it. Let's get the body off and let's get the A selected. Let's join them all together and make a big happy family. Let's get some black, which I have black already. I got black Petchy in there. Or do I Petchy? No, that's not Petchy. That's and the IDEX is done printing. So we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at that after break. So I got a break coming up here. I gotta let my dogs out before they go too crazy. So let's get this all. Look how bad that build plate needs to be cleaned. We can really put glue down on this to hold this stuff down. Oh man, my knees are starting to get it. It is pretty rough. There's so much glue on there. I just cleaned it like last week too, like completely, like took like Dawn soap. I completely cleaned it, and then just from all the printing, I need to use glue on that for some reason. Like it was fine until uh, probably 6 months in. 6 months into that having that printer, it started to pop off the bed. Now I have not used the other side of the build plate yet. Um, so yeah, I can flip it over and use the bottom side. I haven't used I haven't used side B yet. The only thing I've used on it is just this cheap box store um, pen plus gear. It's just Walmart brand glue. I think I got like 3 of them for like $4, something like that. It still works pretty good. The other printers, I use actual. Well, I ran out, but I use actual nano adhesive. This is tiny. Yeah, I just have problems. Once I started, I never glued. I went for 2 years of 3D printing without using any glue. Never glued anything, and then these past about this past 4 months, I started using glue. And once I started using glue, I didn't even turn back. I said, "Nope, oh, I'm not." It's like I'm not even gonna waste my time on this today. I'm just gonna glue it down. I'm not even gonna worry about it. No, just glue. Anytime I print, just glue. Just the way it is. I just said, "Nope, I'm not gonna deal with this lifting up today." Glue. This is gonna be tiny. There is a possibility that I'm making this too small. What I should probably do is print a full size of this. I should probably print the frame and everything, and then do the grid. But we'll print this right now. I might be jumping ahead of myself. Yeah, I've never used glue before until I got that big printer. When I got that printer that's down on the bottom here, when I got that one, that's when I started using glue. I was using nanotech adhesive with that. The printer is done on that, so we can kill that screen. Okay, so this filament is the 3D Horo. This is the filament that I got for like $9 a roll, and I bought 10 rolls of multicolors just because it's so cheap. And I think I got the settings right on that. So I did bump up the flow rate by another 5%, so I'm at 105. But overall, it printed pretty darn good. I did bump the temp up a little bit, so I do have a little bit of. Oh, you know, I haven't seen it. Let's go to the overhead. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's actually not bad. There's some little bit issues here. I was running PetG through this, and then I swapped it out. Little teeny blobs here, so I might turn the temp down just a hair. Aquanet. That hairspray stuff. Let me get hold on, let me get caught back up here. You need to start printing all the tools for your mushroom. Plates in a dishwasher, what? I just sit there and scrub them down. I definitely need to go through and completely... You pulled out the resin printer yesterday, huh? I'm sure you probably still get Aquanet. You can probably get it at like Dollar General or no, maybe CVS. Is it CVS? Yeah, CVS. Do they sell? Like, can you still get it online? Amazon probably has it. Oh, yeah, that's definitely no. The printers I get from here on out. Well, it says you can get it at Walmart. You can get it at Walmart, and is this it? You can get it at Walmart, and you can get it on Amazon. No affiliate to it, even though I do have an Amazon affiliate. I just don't use it. I got a bunch of affiliate links I don't use. Like this one, somewhere. Did that pop up? Yes. That one actually, if you type in, if you go to Ameline, and if you type in Shenanigans 3D, that'll actually get you 10%. I think it's 10% off. I have a Polymaker affiliate link as well. I got a couple other I don't have programmed in here. I just don't use them. I just don't. Anyway, so get back to this. Ad starting. Oh, my ad's starting now. I'm going to go let my dogs out. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, that's... So, this is going to be small. It's printing right now. It just started printing. It's it's at 91% already, and it just started the first layer. Well, maybe I don't know. I don't know. I'm off on another planet today. My mind's on a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, look at that bed. Look how terrible look how terrible that one needs cleaned. Well, that was fast. That's like a 2-minute print. Okay, Royal Nomi, let's see how your idea works out here. All people are they are not gonna like me if they do this. Have to make them this small. Not even ludicrous speed. I used ludicrous speed one time. One time. And I thought that printer was gonna take off like a rocket. Oh, that's tiny. That's tiny. Now, obviously, we need to change the fonts and everything else, but let's see how well this works. Let's go back to my overhead here. Royal Nomi, I love you. That works beautifully. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's what we're doing. Oh, maybe not. I just snapped it off. That might be a problem, actually. That, because look how tiny that's a millimeter. That peg is 1 millimeter. So let's actually do some measuring here. Let's figure this out. What we need here. What the heck is this? Bright Future Parenthood. Yes, Cruise and Grow. Yeah, you're right on point with that. It might be longer. It's definitely longer than it needs to be. So we can actually shorten that. But I want to get a measurement of of how big this is going to be. Since we have multiple pegs too. That's gonna snap because the problem here that I just found. No, I snapped it, but the peg's still stuck. The peg's stuck inside there, so you have to use a needle to get that out. So let's get the canvas turned off. Let's see how big this thing is, and we'll measure it out. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So I want to see how big this is on a sheet of paper. It's almost the size of the build plate. So we're 181. What did I say? 180, right? So 181. I don't have a ruler. This will work. And I don't have a pen. Yes, I do, over here. What's the size of this? We should probably do it this way. Because these letters might be too small. So that's one, well, I'll take it down to 150. 151. We need to come to 30. And what is this? 72. This. My buttons on my thing are all messed up. So we'll use my photo booth stand that I made, which you can find it on things, by the way. And we need to come up, how tall do we need to come up here? That's 108. So we need to come up 108. This will tell us how big the sign area is going to be, and then we can do our letter sizing to that. So that's roughly 108. Oh yes, I can tell you right now these letters are too small. What time is it? Oh, I got plenty of time. Do I have scissors here? No, I don't have any scissors handy. So how many lines do they have on this canvas here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So they got 4. And what did I say this was? 108. So what's 108 divided by 4? 27. Okay, this is the size of the sign, of the signage area. There's still going to be a frame around this and then the arrow up on top. But that's the size that we are going to be, that we need to work with. And we got 1, 2, 3, there's 4 of these. There's 4 rows for letters, okay? They left a space on top and there's a space on the bottom, but we can just, no, we can just void that out. So we need to divide this into 4, which is what, 108 into 4, or 108 and 4 is 27. Right? Let's make sure my math is right. Yeah. Gotta get your resin, huh? So if we do 27, yeah, look how, oh my God, yeah, okay. 1, oh, what the heck? I might have it. I might be crooked in my cut. Yeah, I'm crooked in my cut because that lines up on there. So that means we can do like 25. We can do like 25 millimeter letters actually. So that's our lettering. That's our letter spacing. That is way. Oh, you're not even looking. I don't even have it. That is way, way small. That's way too small. Yeah, that's small lettering. We can probably go. That's 27 millimeters. We can probably take it up to about maybe that size. Because what's the height of this one? The height of, I think the height of this is like 10 millimeters. I think that's what it defaults to. Yes. So the height of this one is 10 millimeters, and the height that we can go is 20. I would say so. We can go twice the size, which is going to get us, and plus different fonts. So let's try one. Let's try one at a different size and see what that does. If that's the case, we can take this up to 2 millimeters. You know that. We could take this to 2 millimeters. Let's print. My son's gonna love this little guy. This sounded like a different song for a while. Okay, so let's get rid of this guy. Sketch is that one. What's that sketch? Get rid of that sketch. Let's edit this sketch. Let's take these up to, what did I say, 2 millimeters. Go along the bottom here. Left-handed monkey wrench, how are you doing, my friend? Welcome in. How are you today? We're experimenting today. I'm doing good. We're working on we got a couple things done. We got the flamethrower finished. So the flamethrower is finished. That's not the right one. That's done, ready to go. I need to change the propeller. We need to change that around, but it's ready to go. It's ready to. I got to put the probes in here to the metal probes in here to light it. Oh, are you going to his desk roast in translucent resin? Ooh, that'd be nice. Yeah, this is ready to go. So we're just waiting for some good weather to print that out. Worked on something new. We got a new idea coming up, and that is this. right here you see up here in the screen. That is the next big project. That is what this little guy is right here. This is a test print. This is just brainstorming. We're just kind of going over, I'm trying to get the feel for how I want to take this design. This is going to be a liquid propelled rocket. It's not going to leave the ground, but it's just because we can. We are actually going to do something a little bit different with this one. Going to inject water into this. So the reason why it's shaped like this and it doesn't look like a nozzle, like a rocket nozzle, the rocket nozzle is actually internally. You can see it. You can see it right here, right? So the rocket nozzle is actually internal. This is a big cavity all the way through here, and we're going to run water through it to try to tame it down a little bit. So that's the next big project that we're going to be working on. We just started doing that yesterday. Right now, today's stream, we've been working on this, and we're trying to figure out this lettering size. Royal Nomi was just a genius on her idea with these little pegs, but we did snap one off in here. So what we got to do is we got to reprint this at a different size. But I think we're going to use transparent because the whole idea of this is to try to make it very print friendly. So when we put up on Fangs, we're not going to have that many issues. That's the idea anyway. So what we're doing right now is increasing the size of it up to 2 millimeter spacing compared to the 1 millimeter spacing that we did have. The letter, this is the little letter that we got here that we printed. That's 10 millimeters, and that's going to go up to 20 millimeters. Yes, with the no, not the old toys that you fill with water. Actually, I can get my hands on liquid oxygen. We're actually going to use real fuel. We're going to use either butane, which is actually used in rocket engines. I didn't realize that. It's not really used too commonly anymore. Either butane or kerosene, if I can figure out a way to pressurize kerosene with some either liquid oxygen, pressurized. If I can figure out how to liquefy, or not liquefy, pressurize kerosene and keep it pressurized until we ignite it, and then we will use the liquid oxygen. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that to make it work around the idea of it being 3D printed, right? No, something this small. Yes, exactly. It sounds like an explosion waiting to happen. That's why we're making it small. We're not making it just a small little thing, right? Just kind of go a little poof to see if we actually get it to work. But most likely what I'm going to do is I'm going to resin print a small turbine. Like the one I have. Like this one right here. We'll have to really fine tune it. Resin print it so it's nice and the tolerances are real tight. It probably will actually. I gotta look into that. We're gonna use nylon, so I'm gonna use a flame retardant nylon. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that we're gonna have to look into before we move into a. I thought about high temp resins. I was looking at some high temp resins too. Yes, we love explosions, huh? So there's a bunch of stuff that got to look into to make sure we are okay and we're not going to do any significant damage. So, and I got to make sure that what I'm doing is legal to begin with, which I think it is. The stuff that I've been looking into, this is a little small little thing, a little testing. I think we're all good. We're not messing around with any kind of stuff that's not available. Oh yeah, I wanted to increase this. I was thinking about getting a hold of somebody at Penn State University. They have a 3D printing thing in there, and I kind of want to. I kind of want to get in there and see what it's all about. But they're doing a really cool thing. I sent this off to Creatrix Brit, but she hasn't. I'm surprised she hasn't talked about it. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to do something real quick. Gotta keep an eye on something. But anyway, let's go and finish this. Why is that saying... What the heck is going on here? Tool errors. Ooh. No, do not update while I'm streaming. Yeah. I don't know why I got that crazy warning. Okay, so let's take this to 20. We'll say okay on that. We will send this off to the printer. We'll just slap glue on the build plate. Where's my glue stick? Right here. Almost glued the magnetic bed. That wouldn't have been good, huh? Okay, so we'll send that off to the printer. And then we'll work on the Oh, really? Yeah, no, it's my Luma streams popping up. It was saying, no, update. It's like, no, I'm not updating right now. I'm already having problems with lagginess. I got way too much stuff opened up right now. I got like 4 slicers opened up. Well, 3 of them are Bamboo, but they're separate projects. And then I have the IDEX opened up. I got way too much stuff opened up. I didn't see that, but I would be mad. Yeah, I wouldn't be a happy person over that one. Oh, did she? What the heck is going on here? What is this? Oh, it flipped upside down. I was wondering, it's like, why does the build plate look different? Okay, so this is at 2mm spacing. Let's see. We are in the PETG. That's saying it wants a brim. Why is that saying it wants a brim? Why is it putting a brim on there? Am I all laggy? No. Oh, because I have auto brim on, that's why. Been a net win in the grand scheme of things. Like, I wouldn't be talking about it if it didn't happen. Oh, I'm not saying it did happen or that it didn't happen. I haven't heard about it. I don't follow too much of gaming. I've been kind of away from everything. Okay, let's print this. And this past week, I've been extremely busy. Extremely busy. I got done with work today, and I have 6.5 hours to work tomorrow. That's all I'm allowed to work is 6.5 hours tomorrow. And a good half hour, a good 30 to 40 minutes of that is going to be my my inspection of the truck every day. You know that we got to do. That's no DOT requirement. Yeah, the pre-trip. Yep. I got to get fuel. I got to head over to a town that's. I got to drive from here to. I got about a 20-minute drive down to get fuel, and then about a 15-minute drive from where I get fuel to where my trailer's at. So I'm going to burn up that half hour, just in that, just in that. So yeah, I don't know what's going to go on tomorrow. I'm actually at 2 hours and 9 minutes right now is all I have on my clock right now, on my 70-hour clock, and I get 4 hours and 25 minutes back tomorrow, or at midnight. So I'm probably not even gonna be. I'm probably just gonna stay home tonight. 3-day weekend. Okay, let's send this off. Oh, I missed that ad. Three-day weekend for you next weekend, huh? I love 3-day weekends. The good thing, I got my blood sugar under control, and it's looking like I don't have to take any medication. Had to completely change my diet, though. Yeah. Had to completely change my diet. I eat semi-healthy, but I got this bread, this sprouted wheat bread. Yeah, I got ads. So I'm gonna go let my dog. Actually, I'm gonna go and use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, ads are gone. Type 2. So, yeah. I can control it with, I'm able to control it with just diet and stuff for now. Diet and exercise for now. You know, give it a couple years and see what happens. Which is interesting though, because I really you get stickers now. Oh, you're on a 7 stream streak. Ramon, how are you today, my friend? Were you in here earlier? I don't think you were. I think this is the first time you popped in. Welcome in, my friend. How are you doing today? Ramon, look at this. This is the rocket nozzle. This is the rocket nozzle. And you're everywhere, huh? Oh, see now it's just, yeah, yeah, this is the one with the water jacket around it. So this is what I tested it out real quick yesterday that we messed around with yesterday. I tested it out real quick. Mods, I'm gonna have to get with you guys. Something's come up. I got to get with you guys. So I'll be reaching out to you guys here here in the next day or so. But anyway, yeah. Let's get this back. I'm all... I got way too many. I got way too many windows open here. We got to get some of this stuff closed out so we can get back into designing. And I got way too many. Close that window too. Close this one out. We'll have to save this. This will be Roch. I'm trying to get some windows closed down here. This one needs to be saved. My system is getting bogged down. Yeah, that's the biggest thing is when I have multiple Bamboo tabs open, I really start getting hit. When I have Autodesk and no, I have like, you know, multiple projects opened at once on Autodesk, it really starts eating away at memory usage. Okay, so all right, let's get in here and let's make the letters, shall we? We'll do R for Royal. It doesn't help that I have my camera controls turned on either. And I can turn off that IDEX camera. Yeah, Lychee or Lychee. That really, I do like that slicer. I haven't used it in a while. I was thinking about getting back into that slicer again. But that was a big CPU usage. Okay, so we are going to do the letter R on this one. Capital R. Height is going to be 20 millimeters. Let's change this font. That looks like a better font. That's a little, that's a little long, isn't it? Let's do that and this, that. That's a little long. You have issues with clock change again, huh? You need to warm up. You're shot cold. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, the time change. Time change really never bothered me. I think we're good with that. Let's extrude this, but finish this. Let's do a new body. We'll say okie dokie for that. And now here comes the part. So this here and these here, we'll do 4 of them, right? Let's do a new sketch on this back surface right here. Do a 2x2. It never bothered you until you got old. Oh yeah, that's I think one of the things with the time change is driving truck, and during the time change you still have to obey by the what the time was when you started. So if you start at 10 o'clock at night and you're driving down the road, and then 2 o'clock comes around and you either gain an hour or lose an hour, you can't count that. You have to accommodate. You have to stop your truck when 10 hours from what you started. Not like you can't go by like 10 hours from what the clock says. It's 10 hours from your timer. And I think that's one of the reasons why it doesn't bother me. But I don't drive cross country anymore, so I stopped that years ago. Okay, I think we're good with that. Let's extrude this. And how far in here? So that's 1 millimeter. 2 millimeters will... John Oliver YouTube. No, I have not. Yeah, they are. They might be better on resin, but like I said, with me starting to post everything on things, it's sad and hilarious. I'll have to, John Oliver. I'll have to check that out. I'm trying to make it print friendly for everybody. I'm kind of taking a different approach to my stuff that I make. So we're actually going to do this at 1.5 millimeters. So let's do that. I'm trying to make myself more print friendly and not technical. I'll still make like crazy stuff. Yeah, I'll have to watch that. Thank you for the link. Guys, that's off to, I'm not going to play it here on a stream for copyright issues, but there's a link if you guys want to go see that. I looked at it real briefly. It looks interesting. I'll look at it here after the stream. But thank you for that. Okay, so we at 1.5. And we'll get this ready to print. Yeah, it's an interesting business. I gotta tell you that. It's a very, very interesting industry. Why is my R? Is my R? Yes, it is. What's going on here? This is all joined together, isn't it? Yeah, I don't mind stuff like that in my stream. I don't mind it. I don't mind that stuff at all. You just know about. There's some things I just don't play for not getting in trouble and stuff. Oh my God, yeah, it's something. What did I do here? Why is this telling me we need to redo this? Something is wrong. I need to go back to my extrude. I think what happened was... Okay. I think what happened was I extruded this and joined it instead of doing a separate body. That's what I think my problem is. So we're doing 2 millimeters. Yeah, that's what I did. We're going to do a new body. Okie dokie. And then we're going to make a new sketch. And let's do these again. We'll just put them randomly. I just want to make sure this works. I think this approach is beautiful. I think we might have the lettering spaced just right. Let's get rid of that body. And we did this at 1.5 millimeters. That looks good. Let's join them all together. They're joined. What is going on here? Why is this not allowing me to... It's not allowing me to select these. Did I click join on that? I might have. That actually might be just a single sketch now. Oh, really? Okay. I think we're good on that. Let's send this off to the printer. Okay, so this is looking a little bit better. I forgot to change my settings to PETG. Looks like it's a little wobbly. So that is the new one. That's at 2mm spacing. I think that will work as well. I think actually it'll work a lot better. How's that? Oh, that will definitely let light through. Need to get this all cleaned up. And let's get the letter done. It's interesting though. There's like a different color on. Oh, I printed a black. That's why I printed black in between the little one and the big one there, and you can see there's a shading on this. Check this out. You can see the this is where it started printing. This is on the build plate, but you can see the shading of it. That's from that black PLA that I used for the letter. So it wasn't fully purged. That was the problem that I was having with that conductive filament. That's why I stopped running it through the Bamboo, and that's why I put it on the IDEX. So he has a nice gradient, isn't it? Because that conductive filament lingered in those hot ends like crazy. So yeah, that's why I run the conductive filament on the IDEX with a completely separate nozzle, completely different separate tool head. It depends. Cruising grill. Yeah, Billerbot, you got an excellent point there. It depends. Sometimes I stab them. Sometimes I tear. But I can tell you what, though. Why didn't this? Oh, there it is. I tell you what, though. I do not store my filament. The only filament that's stored in bags are all my samples. Everything else is out in the open, and it's been out in the open for years. So I've never had a problem. Are you thinking about Revo? Keys from stabbing people. Let's see here. We're looking at this. That's what I'm trying to figure out, that button. And this is in the PLA. Yeah, no, I keep this is quite dry in this room. Yeah, I'd like to try a Revo. Okay, so that looks good. Let's slice this plate, print this. It's gonna take a total of 8 minutes. Look at that. 6.5 minutes for the prep time, 2.5 minutes to actual print. Yeah, what are you trying to do, Cruising Girl? What are you trying to move the connectors to another location to make them easier to access, or do you need to change your connectors itself? Move them to another location. They're JST connectors, so you can just get it pack. I guess. I do. Yeah, actually, I think I do. Yeah, I do. It's on. Yeah, I don't. Yes, Royal. Yes, yes, I do. Maybe that's why my prints work. Maybe because I'm so tired of like the enders having to constantly. So yeah, it could. I guess I could turn it off. It probably should save me some time. We probably don't need to. I've never in my time lapse. I've left my time lapse on. I've left bed leveling and time lapse on the entire time. Oh, I need to send it. I'm wondering why it's not printing yet. Oh crap! Damn it! I sent no on. I sent it the wrong filament. And I don't change my colors up here either. They've all been the same colors. Sometimes I'll do it. Sometimes I will, but let's get back into the. Let's get back into print this again. A2 is my black, which I have it marked down here as yellow, but it's black. The only thing I'll turn off from time to time is my AMS, enable AMS, because I do print without the AMS sometimes. And to be honest with you, I don't do much colored prints with it. I really don't. Um, I just like the idea that I have four of my main used filaments in there, and then I can now of different types of filaments, and I can just sit here and just change filament. You know, it's like, oh, I want, it's like, you know, I want to print this in Pat G. Yeah, okay, here we go. No, or I want to print this in nylon. No, there we go. No, or I want to print this in PLA. You know, that's basically really the only thing I use the AMS for anymore. I really don't do. Thank you, Ron. Yeah, I really don't do colored prints. Yeah, exactly. If I do colored prints and stuff, it's swapping layers. Okay, so we're at 2 millimeter or 20 millimeters for this. 20 millimeters for this. and for the lettering. I think that will work out. So Builder Butt, you might have been off screen, but this is, well, when we were figuring out the size, I measured out the actual, I measured everything out, and this is the actual size of the sign usage area. We might have to go a little bit smaller. Oh no, that might work. That's 20 millimeters we did right there, so that might work. Let me see. I know, right? When yeah, I do. Comic Sans font. You're making sheets. I know you spoke about having sheets, doing sheets before, and you're lasering that now. So it's like what, like a tie-dyed laser thing? Yeah. When I see the poop is more than the print itself, then nope. If you can't afford a safe laser cutter, a safe laser cutter. If I get another P1S, it's going to be another P1S probably. With the AMS, I'm going to take the AMS and combine it with the other one. So the one, well, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff I need to get. You're using a heat press for vinyl. I can get my hands. I can get my hands on a heat press. I think I was able to. I don't know if I'm able to yet or not. Past Liz, welcome in. Happy Thursday. I didn't see you. You snuck in on me. How are you doing today, my friend? What color did you do last night? I completely I was just completely missed it. I was so looking forward to watching that. The presses the sheets out. So we are doing those that are jumping in. We are doing we're working on our sign. This guy right here. We are working on this. We basically spent the past like 2 hours trying to figure out how to do the lettering. Royal Nomi had a beautiful idea that worked excellent until we went to take the letter out, which was no her idea. We're still sticking with her idea. It's just the letters were too small. So I think we got the spacing of the letters, the size of the letters, down good. I think we're printing a letter right now. We doubled the size of the letter. This is going to be the front of the sign. Of course, it's going to be bigger. This sheet of paper, actually, if I get back to the, this sheet of paper is the actual size of the, what was that noise? It sounded like a, anyway, this sheet here is the actual size of the letter area on the sign that we're making. So we took the letters from 10 millimeters up to 20 millimeters. We doubled the letter. So we're going to see if it pops in. This is just a little test piece, but this is going to be the front of it. It's going to be a little test piece, and we're going to see how. Yeah, I've been watching the time there. I kind of wasn't able to get you guys a 2-hour stream yesterday. So going a little bit longer today. I'm on for about another 15 minutes. There it is. Okay, hold on for a second. Okay, where did that go? It's cold again here. I had to stop and this. It's the time of year where all the stores where where I get my heating pellets from, they all ship them all back, or they don't order anymore. And yeah, I stopped at 2 stores today to get pellets, and they didn't have them. And the third store I stopped at, which was a big box store, they have them, but they're like 3 times the amount. So I got a couple more bags. I got that was about 160 pounds of pellets. So I'm hoping that will last because it's supposed to start warming back up again. Kitty litter pellets. No, I wish I could burn kitty litter. That would be that'd be stinky for my cat, but that would be I'm getting a wood chipper to cut straps. Gonna be 81 degrees there. I wish it was 81 degrees here. Yeah, no, I can. Phoenix, Arizona. This looks like it might work. I know it's going to work, but I mean, this looks like it might be a good size. I think 20 millimeters is going to be our size. Let's go to the overhead. So let's see how well it fits. And we used Royal Nomi's idea, and we used Cruising Girl's idea of making them shorter. That pops in nicely. We could bring the size down just a little bit, but that fits in there nicely. How well does it come out? It's a little rough, but it is. I did not leave any room for it, so it does go in there very, very nicely. Oh, really? Yeah, I can burn multi fuels. So that goes on pretty good. And with this being the size of the actual sign itself, minus the frame, this is the actual lettering part. That might work. I wonder how many letters can we put across? How big is this letter? This letter looks to be fairly large. So let's say it's 16. What did we say this one was? Yeah, I can. My burner that I got does corn, olive pits, cherry pits. It's a multi-fuel. I like it. This is the second year with it. The second season with it. Should have gotten it years ago. what did we say? This is 181, and we'll divide that by, what did I say? This is, what, 17? What happened to my stream? I don't know if you guys are in an ad or not. That just completely disappeared on me. Anyway, so 16. Yeah, it just came back. Okay. So we can do 11. We can do about 11 letters across this. Is that going to be big enough, actually? Okay, thank you, Roman. I was watching it, and then all of a sudden it disappeared on me. It's my time frame. Okay, I'm good on time. Okay, so let's check out the spacing here, because we might have to make these letters a little bit smaller instead of taking it to 20 millimeters, and we'll take it to maybe like 15, maybe. So if I don't work tonight, I might stream. I know I said that last week, and I didn't because I got too wrapped up in watching watching Courageous Brit actually in her streams, and so I don't always get a chance to actually watch people at night because of course I'm driving down the road. Giggy Jack, welcome in, my friend. How are you today? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ramon. But make sure you guys give a big shout out to Ramon. He's a very, very active mod, not only in my streams but in other people's streams. Him and Royal know me. Excellent people. Okay, so this is going to be, give us an idea of how many, we can put like 11, it says 11.3 letters across. So not all, I should have done this before I even designed the darn thing is what I should have done. Sometimes I do things backwards. Okay, so that's what we have as far as our lettering. That's what we can put on there at 20 millimeter spacing or 20 millimeter size. Now this is it's 20 millimeter, but this is actually like 16, 17, something like that. Hobby Main, welcome in, my friend. How are you doing today? So I think there's 11 here, and then that's the third. So I mean, we can, not all these letters are going to be this wide. So like an I, you know, a U or an L, they're not going to be as wide as this are. So we're going to be able to get at least one or two extra on here. So I think that will be, I think that would actually work. I think what we need to do is, I need to work on this, print one of these grids, the full size grid, the size of of this, print a bunch of these little letters out, and see what we can all do. Because I mean, I think that would work. I think that would work. If we need to, I'll make it bigger. And what we can do is we can take the arrow, have it well, I'll have to do a fixed font, yeah. I mean, obviously everybody else is welcome to change their fonts, change the fonts and remix it. But yeah, I'd have to do a fixed font for the uploads to keep it in there. I do kind of like that font, but I'm gonna check out that one that you said. So yeah, I think that would be good. I think that would be good. Gotta figure out the wiring, how we're gonna wire this. Gotta figure, yeah. So the wiring is gonna be coming up here. Let's get all the sketches on. So this sketch right here actually is the build plate itself. That square, that white square, is the build plate. We could remove the we could remove the arrow and enlarge this. That really wouldn't make that much of a difference, to be honest with you, because if we enlarge it, we'd have to enlarge the letters. Well, what is comics? And we'll check it out though. Do. Let me check something out here. I'm looking at something here real quick. I feel, how many do I have in here? Yeah, that's good. Let's try something I haven't done in a while. We might be going through an ad though right now. I couldn't cancel it. They really need to be. Oh, I might have canceled it. All right, good. Heck with the font snobs. Let me get. And Jay, you have a good rest of your day too. Thank you for stopping in. How wide is this board here itself? Where am I at? How wide is this? This is 100. This is 181 millimeters. The border around it's only like maybe 6 to 8 millimeters. It's no wingdings, but it's hated by and font snobs. Got way too many screens now. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. I'm going to print one of these out tonight and see how it looks. But I think this is where the route we should take. This I think this size is what we need to do. I am trying to find something here. Trying to find somebody new. There are other streamers doing 3D printing stuff, but they're all just 3D printers. They're just showing 3D printers. Is there anybody that you guys would like to go see? Because I'm going to be heading out here. I definitely need to get going. $15mm wide letters. Well, this letter on here, this R is 16mm. So, and that gives us 11.3. That gives us 11.3 spaces. So if we do 15, we can probably get 12 spaces out of it. We could probably do 15. Do 15. This is now on the program. This is marked down as we have a 20 millimeter tall. It's 20mm tall and 16 across. So if we do 15, why is this locked? Oh, I blocked it. So if we do 15. Okay, so if we do 15, that would make it shorter this way as well. And yeah, we could probably get 12 spaces across that way. Yeah, let's try that. That's a good idea. Let's try that. Okay. Don't see really anybody on my end. Yeah, it would give us a little bit more white space. So we are going to, and I'm looking for new people. I used to do that at the beginning of my streaming days, right into new people that are just just starting off. But I don't really see anybody in here right now. It is also middle of the day for us, so we're going to go to our good friends, the Melkos. I know we were in there yesterday, but I do like supporting them. I like doing what they do. Oh, is he up and running? No, are they up and running? Let's find them. Lieutenant Mike Wrench, have a great day. August, have a beautiful day as well. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I might be back on later tonight. I'm not sure yet. And I don't know if I'm going to be on this weekend. Okay. We'll head off to the Glassmaker. What is that? Velisad Glass? We'll head off to there. We'll start that. We'll raid into them. Well, we'll see if they have ads turned off for raids. How long are their ads usually? Well, I gotta get rolling anyway because I'm getting ready to get into. Well, no, I'm on raid mode, so my ads are disabled. But yeah, I'm getting short on time, so I'm gonna have to hit the raid button now. Hopefully when we get in there, it'll open up for everybody. Thank you for stopping by. Have a beautiful day. And yeah, I'll get this printed off and try it at 15 millimeters, see how it works. But I might be on tonight. I'm not sure. I'll try to be on tomorrow during the day, same time. Probably not this weekend, but who knows? It's shenanigans. I don't know. I have no idea what I do half the time. Have a beautiful day. Stephen Poole, welcome in. Thank you. Hello, my friend. Hope you're having a great day. See you later. Royal Nummy, take care. Chris and Girls, see ya. Everybody have a beautiful day. We're going to head over here. Take care.